What is up, you guys? I am back and I am here to do another video for you guys, but today it's just going to be about Lasik. I already have 2 videos about Lasik on my channel. So the first one was just pre-op, kind of what to expect. The second video is me explaining my experience 7 days later after I got Lasik done. So I got my Lasik done May 2017 and it is currently it's February. That's what happens with time. Does time just like slip by you and you're just like, wait, what day is it? Yeah, that's me. It is February of 2018 now. So yeah, I've had a few people comment on my latest video that I did of my post-op. I was going to do a 1-year post-op kind of update, but I've had a few people comment on my last Lasik video and I've noticed that there's more traffic on that video right now. So I figured maybe I would just put it out there about how I'm feeling right now, because I don't think anything's really going to change in the next few months. Well, at least I hope not, but so yeah, let's just get into it. Disclaimer before we even start, all of these things that I'm going to explain are my personal experience. I'm not saying that they're going to happen to you if you get Lasik, or they won't, or you know, anything like that. I'm not a doctor, I'm not an eye doctor or anything like that. This is just my experience and what happened to me. If you'd like to know my experience with Lasik and how I am doing 8 months later, then go ahead and just keep watching. All right, so I have a little list here of things to talk about so I don't forget, because I am like the worst at remembering anything. So the first thing that I have to say, first and foremost, just because I notice it every single day of my life, and I think it's a very important thing to talk about if you're considering Lasik. Dryness. Okay, I talked about it in my recent video about how my eyes were feeling really dry for the first week. Anyways, go check out my last video. I will link it down in the description so you can go check it out if you'd like to see that. I've noticed just some things with dryness that kind of it's just constant, I feel like. Well, I don't want to like exaggerate. It's not like I can't stop thinking about it. It's not like that. It's like, sometimes it's like, really, my eyes are dry again. Like, I just feel like I just put eye drops in, you know, not that long ago. It's kind of like that. I work at a computer all day long, you know, 5 days out of the week, I'm staring at a computer screen for almost 8 hours a day. So that definitely strains my eyes like crazy. So I have learned to turn down the brightness and the contrast on my computer screens at any time. If I'm looking at a computer screen, it cannot be bright, or else it literally feels it. I always say literally, always. So sorry, get used to it. It literally feels like something is like on your eyes and it's just constricting them. It just feels like there's something like trying to close in on your eyes, kind of. But then what if they get really, really dry? Like if you don't put in some eye drops, then they'll start to be itchy and it's just not fun. So, and not to mention that I work at a computer all day long, but I also, you know, I'm on my laptop a lot and I'm on my cell phone a lot. I mean, it's 2018, who isn't always on their cell phone, which is sad, but it's true. You know, I'm always scrolling through my social media. I'm always on my laptop, you know, watching YouTube or something like that. So when you look at screens, if you have a job where you look at screens a lot, or if you know, watch TV a lot, or if you're on your computer a lot, which you probably are if you're sitting here watching this video, yeah, your eyes get really, really dry. And some days it gets kind of exhausting, but I have noticed that if you're dehydrated, it's much worse, which obviously makes sense. So just make sure that you stay hydrated, and just make sure that you keep your lubricant eye drops near you. Like I keep my lubricated eye drops in my purse so that I know I will have them no matter where I go, because I take my purse everywhere I go. So I keep them on my purse so that I can just put some in whenever I need to put some in. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's not like life-changing or anything, but it does get a little bit annoying. Like if you're out somewhere and you don't really want to put eye drops in, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that. So that's definitely the #1 thing that I would like to mention, because that's the #1 side effect that I feel like is worthy talking about. These other ones it's not that big of a deal. The next thing that I'd like to talk about is my right eye. So My last video, like I said, if you want to check it out, it'll be in the description, but I do talk about my right eye in the beginning, right after surgery. It was just very painful. If you'd like to know more information about what happened with that, go ahead and check that video out. Like I said, I will leave it down in the description. But so my right eye had issues in the beginning. I've just noticed that now, like that my vision is probably most likely it's the best that it's going to get, because they do tell you that it progresses, like your vision progresses over like the next few months after you get it, so it gets better and better. I've noticed that my right eye is more, like I can't see as good out of it. Like if I go like this and try to read something and I compare it to this, like my left eye is perfect. My right eye is a little blurry. So I don't know what happened there, but I do think that that is linked. The next thing that I want to talk about, and I talked about this in my last video as well, so just go ahead and check that video out. But my last video, I talked about halos, like at night around lights, and I still get those. They're not as bad, but I still get them, and I do have to be honest and say that it does get distracting sometimes when you're driving at night, because just it feels like every car light has their brights on, especially when a car does have their brights on. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so bright. That's definitely one thing to think about if you're a person that doesn't like to drive at night. And if you don't like bright lights, yeah, maybe that might be a deal breaker for you. The next thing that I want to talk about is the sun. So I have definitely noticed that if I am outside and it's a sunny day, oh, you better bet your ass I have my sunglasses on, because I cannot see. Let me rephrase myself. I can see. It's not like I go blind or something, but it's just that the sun is so bright that it makes me feel like I'm like squinting around, and I'm like, oh, it's just so bright. It makes me feel like, you know how like when you just barely wake up and say you just turn on your bedroom light or your bathroom light or something and it's so bright? It's like that, but it just doesn't go away. Like the sun, it's just bright. Like it just feel like lights are just bright now. Like the computer screens, TVs, you know, the sun, you know, car headlights, like anything that involves light, it's much more vibrant and brighter than before, and it strains your eyes. So if you already are sensitive to light, then I'm not sure if LASIK would be a good idea for you. All right, the next thing that I want to talk about is, and I don't know. So, okay, so this is kind of funny. So before I got LASIK done, obviously I was wearing glasses all the time. I was one of those people that I was too blind to not have my glasses on at any point. So I always had them on, you know, and when I took them off, I couldn't see myself in the mirror that good, obviously. So I noticed it was about a week or so later, I think, a week or two, I woke up and I was like, I just looked in the mirror and I thought instantly, like I noticed that I had bags under my eyes. Like, can you see those? Instantly I noticed that and I was like, wait, what? What? I don't have bags under my eyes. And I think I've come to realize that maybe they were always there and I was just too blind to see them. But I have looked them up, like I have researched this a little bit on the internet, like, and I found some things that say like if your eyes are tired or if they feel strained, then you're more likely, like your eyes are more likely to get like puffy and like have bags because they're tired. So, I mean, it could just be that they were there because eye bags run in my family, so it could just be genetics. Or it could be that my eyes are more strained now because of LASIK and now I have bags under my eyes. So I don't know. I will never know, probably. You can see like when I look up. So they're not like terrible, but they're there, you know. This eye is worse, as you can tell. Way worse. So, but like, I mean, and they're not always like intense. So I don't know, something to think about. I don't really know the cause of it. Like I said, it could have been genetics or it could be from LASIK. I don't know. But to be honest, it took me a long time to get used to it. yeah, it was really hard for me to accept. So it was like all of a sudden I could open my eyes and I had bags under my eyes and I'm like, what is going on here? So everything that I've mentioned prior to this has actually been like a negative side effect, unfortunately. So this next one is actually a benefit. I have always gotten migraines since I was like a young teenager, probably. I think that I started to get them when I was in like junior high. But so I've had migraines for a long time. I have a prescription for migraines because they are so bad. Like I can't just take Tylenol or Advil or Aleve or anything like that to take away my migraine. I have to take my migraine medication. So that's how intense I get migraines. And I've always gotten migraines for years. They have like haunted me. I was thinking about this the other day. I honestly don't think I have gotten a migraine since I got LASIK. That is extraordinary because I used to get a migraine like at least once a week. And now I honestly can't remember the last time that I had a migraine and I had to take an Imitrex is what it's called. It's my medication, Imitrex. I don't remember the last time I had to do that. I haven't had to refill that in months. And I didn't even realize that. It's like things go away and you're like, oh my God, I'm not suffering anymore. So yeah, that's been really, really awesome because, oh, if anyone out there, if you're watching this and you get migraines, oh my gosh, they are the worst. They make you feel like you're going to die. So, or your head's going to explode, or you're gonna like pull all your hair out at once. That's a huge thing for me. Like if I could say anything right now, like if you get migraines and you have really bad vision, like maybe it's your vision that is causing the bad migraines and headaches, because it only makes sense. Like why haven't I gotten a migraine since I got LASIK done? When I did wear my glasses, I remember my eyes always would get tired and I'd have to take my glasses off. And when you're blind, you put your glasses on, it's like an HD world when you put your glasses on, but as soon as you take them off, you're blind again. So you have to like try to get used to the vision with your glasses and with them off. And so I think that really helped me. I think that it like cured my migraines, which is amazing. So that's a plus. And then also, obviously, a huge plus is I can see. Even for people who don't have LASIK, you know, if you stare at something that's super close for, you know, any length of time and then try to look at something far away, your vision is going to, like, your eyes are going to have to catch up with that. And sometimes that does happen. Like, if I stare at my phone, like, this close while I'm in bed or something, totally not necessary because I have LASIK, but for some reason, we're just like this. If I do that, you know, if I'm like staring at my phone and then I look away or like go look at the TV or something like that, it is a little bit blurry, but then my eye, like as soon as they adjust, like I can see perfectly. Yeah. I can see. My migraines are gone, but there are a few side effects that are kind of annoying. I hope this helps because I remember when I was looking up, you know, whether I should do LASIK or not. A lot of these things people said, and I just remember thinking that it wasn't that big of a deal. And honestly, they're not. And it just depends on who you are. Like if they don't sound like that's going to change, like it's totally going to discombobulate your whole entire life routine, then don't do it, you know? But yeah, the dryness sucks. As long as you keep up with your eye drops and you stay hydrated, you're good. My right eye, it's just a little blurry, not that big of a deal. I can still see perfectly. Halos at night, whatever, you get used to it. The sun is very bright. Just make sure you have sunglasses. Make sure you have more than one pair of sunglasses, because if one of them breaks and you need sunglasses one day, you're gonna be sorry that you don't have sunglasses. At least that happened to me, you know? So, and then the bags under my eyes, I don't know how that happened or if they were there before. Like I haven't had any family members or friends tell me that they were there before. Maybe they're just being nice. Maybe they were, I don't know. I think that's it. I think I covered everything. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will check it out. I am constantly checking my notifications on YouTube, so I will definitely respond. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you gonna get LASIK? Are you scared? What are you scared about? But yeah, anyways, I think this is it for today's video. I know it's kind of random, but hey, that's how I am. I am kind of random, actually. I'm really impulsive and random. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will be making more videos coming soon. Who knows what I'm gonna make? Who knows? It's like a box of chocolates. I have no idea what I'm going to do or what videos I'm going to make, but I'll be back. Bye, guys. My dog's breath stinks so bad that it is literally, I think, the most awful smell I've ever smelled. Like, it's so raunchy, and like, she loves to follow me around and just always be right by my side, and sometimes I'm just like, go away. What does that mean? It's the truth though. Oh, like, she could just be laying next to me and all she does is go, like, just move her mouth, and I'm just like, oh. Why am I talking about my dog and her bad breath? This is supposed to be a video about Lasik. What am I doing? Okay. I am struggling. I got this. I got this. I can't think. Long time. Very long time.